C.J. Stroud, he didn't have a terrible game, but he just had a basic game. You know, he was 16 for 24, 140 yards, 5.8 on average, no touchdowns and no interceptions. So it was just one of those cookie cutter games for him. Not a whole lot of yards in the air. That hurt him. The standout pretty much was Dameon Pierce with the 46 yards, 3.8 on average. He ran the ball real strong. I think the highlight of that offense was the running game. They had the three-headed monster in there running and keeping everybody fresh. But other than that, the wide receivers, they just caught a ball here and there to keep a little bit of rhythm going that they had at certain points of the game. But no big standouts on offense. So it was very tough for these Texans to come in and lose that game coming off the bye week. I mean, all is not lost for the season. Of course, you could turn it around. But like I said, the schedule doesn't get any easier as you go down the line. You're going to find yourself in trouble when you start getting down to the bottom half of the season when you need those wins. When wins like this could have helped you out. So you don't want to start depending on people if you're barely trying to make the playoffs. And y'all are putting yourselves in position to where y'all going to be in or out by one game or two games. And you don't want to put yourself in that position. To me, it was just a lot of plays left on the field that the Texans left out there. A lot of plays. I mean, talk about trying to score in the red zone. Talk about trying to get to the red zone. So they had all kind of problems on offense. Secondary didn't play as well. A lot of people got free. The defense, they played good in spurts, but it wasn't sustainable to try to really close out and win a game. They only gave up 15 points, but you got to understand it was the Carolina Panthers. They were 0-6 for a reason. So it wasn't no high-powered offense that just moved up and down the field. So they scored 15 points, and you would think, well, here's the Texans defense. They played an outstanding game. They played an okay game, but you got to stay focused the whole game. Because if not, you're going to have key guys getting first downs, like this guy got spotlighted up here in Adam Thielen, who hurt them pretty bad. He was pretty much the player of the game to me. He had 8 catches for 72 yards, but that one for first down, that was the one that sealed the game. When you needed the most, it was a funky play. I mean, 2 wide receivers pretty much in the same area. And the guy who was trying to get it, he realized that the ball wasn't for him. And he was like, he jumps back. Thielen catches the ball. That's a tough play right there. That's why it's a game of inches, man. If we stop that right there, we could be talking about a different story here. But Thielen picked up that first down, and that was a big play by him. For Dameon Pierce, you can put him as a highlight. You can put C.J. Stroud. Like I say, C.J. Stroud played a cookie-cutter game. Nothing that pops off the charts, but he didn't turn it over. But he didn't score the ball either. Well, you want to say he scored the ball on a quarterback sneak, then hey, have at it. But Bryce Young, he started out sluggish. We didn't take advantage of his woes early on in the ball game. We was getting him, knocking him around, putting him down. But he came out with a okay game for a guy who was getting sacked as much as he did. I mean, he got sacked 6 times. He was 22 for 31, 235 yards, 7.6 on average, 1 touchdown pass, no picks. So the debut did not look good for C.J. Stroud. Want to get back at his old buddy. It was right there for the taking, and it just slips away. They have these games in the bag, and they find a way to lose them in the end. They're just not finishing ball games, and it's very frustrating coming down the stretch when it's just 5 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Whatever the case may be, you find a way to lose it. It can be a fumble. It could be an interception. It's because you have a mental breakdown and want to run out the clock, and a team just gets momentum, and they just end up running on you and taking the win away. So it's tough. It really is tough. So Houston dropped the ball on this one for sure.